You may find yourself facing obstacles in life, moments when you feel low and unmotivated. It's a common struggle, and you're not alone. There are days when the tasks at hand feel overwhelming, and the drive to push forward seems to disappear. This lack of motivation can creep into different areas of life, leaving you stuck and unsure of how to move ahead. But the truth is, there are specific factors holding you back. These obstacles silently block your motivation, making it harder to take action even when you know what needs to be done. Understanding these barriers is the first step to overcoming them and regaining your sense of purpose. Let's explore 6 key obstacles that may be preventing you from feeling motivated. Motivation is more than just a feeling. It is the driving force behind action. Without it, even the simplest tasks can feel daunting, and goals that once excited you may seem out of reach. Motivation is what helps you stay consistent, push through challenges, and achieve results. It fuels your ability to make progress in work, relationships, and personal development. When it's absent, everything slows down, leaving you feeling stuck. But it's important to understand that motivation doesn't appear on its own. It requires certain conditions to thrive. When obstacles like fear, doubt, or unclear goals enter the picture, they disrupt the flow of motivation. These obstacles don't just appear out of nowhere. They are often created by internal and external factors that influence your mindset and behavior. Recognizing how these factors play a role in diminishing your motivation can empower you to make meaningful changes. The good news is each obstacle can be addressed with practical steps that restore your focus and energy. One of the most common reasons people lose motivation is the absence of clear goals. When you don't have a well-defined objective, it becomes difficult to focus your efforts. A vague idea of what you want to achieve can create confusion and indecision, making every task seem larger than it is. Without clarity, your energy becomes scattered, and you may find yourself jumping from one thing to another without making meaningful progress. Setting specific and realistic goals is crucial to overcoming this obstacle. When you know exactly what you're working towards, it becomes easier to channel your energy into purposeful actions. Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, focus on identifying one clear objective. Breaking larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps can make the process feel less overwhelming. Each step completed builds momentum, giving you the confidence to keep moving forward. Clear goals not only provide direction, but also help you measure progress, which can reignite your motivation. Fear of failure is another significant obstacle that prevents many from feeling motivated. When you're worried about the possibility of not succeeding, it's easy to feel stuck before you even begin. This fear often leads to hesitation, procrastination, and avoidance, all of which drain your motivation over time. The thought of failure can feel so overwhelming that it becomes easier to avoid trying altogether, even if the goal is important to you. To overcome this fear, it's essential to shift your perspective. Failure is a natural part of the process, and it doesn't define your ability to succeed in the future. Instead of focusing on the potential for things to go wrong, concentrate on what you can learn from each step. Taking action, even when it feels uncomfortable, is the only way to move forward. By allowing yourself to make mistakes and learn from them, you reduce the fear that holds you back. This approach not only keeps you motivated, but also builds resilience, making it easier to tackle challenges as they arise. Perfectionism is a common obstacle that quietly undermines motivation. When you strive for an unrealistic level of perfection, every task feels daunting. The fear of not meeting impossible standards can prevent you from even starting, leading to procrastination and frustration. This mindset often creates a cycle where you constantly feel that your efforts are inadequate, no matter how much work you put in. To address perfectionism, focus on making consistent progress rather than achieving flawless results. Instead of trying to make everything perfect, aim to get things done to the best of your ability within a reasonable time frame. This shift in perspective allows you to reduce unnecessary pressure and approach tasks with a clearer mindset. Recognize that perfection is subjective and often unattainable, while progress is measurable and rewarding. By prioritizing completion over perfection, you can regain the motivation to move forward. Burnout and overwhelm are significant barriers to motivation, often caused by taking on too much without allowing enough time to rest and recover. When you're constantly juggling multiple responsibilities, your energy and focus become depleted, making even simple tasks feel unmanageable. This state of exhaustion leaves little room for creativity, enthusiasm, or the drive to pursue your goals. To overcome burnout, it's important to prioritize self-care and create balance in your daily routine. Identify tasks that can be delegated or removed entirely to lighten your load. Take regular breaks to recharge and ensure you're getting enough sleep, nutrition, and downtime. Setting boundaries around your time and energy can help you regain control and reduce the feelings of overwhelm. When you allow yourself to recover, your motivation naturally returns and you're better equipped to approach tasks with renewed focus and clarity. Negative self-talk is one of the most damaging obstacles to motivation. The constant inner dialogue, filled with criticism and doubt, can diminish confidence and create a mental barrier to progress. These thoughts often stem from fear, insecurity, or past experiences, and they can make you question your ability to achieve your goals. Over time, this negativity can drain your energy and prevent you from taking action. To overcome negative self-talk, it's important to become aware of these thoughts and challenge their validity. Replace harsh criticism with constructive and realistic affirmations. Remind yourself of your strengths and past accomplishments to counterbalance self-doubt. Cultivate a habit of focusing on what is achievable rather than dwelling on perceived shortcomings. By addressing these inner patterns, you create a mental environment that supports and sustains motivation rather than diminishing it. A lack of visible progress can be a major roadblock to maintaining motivation. When you don't see results despite your efforts, it's easy to feel discouraged and question whether continuing is worth it. This obstacle can make even the most determined individuals lose momentum, as the gap between effort and outcome feels insurmountable. To combat this, focus on tracking small wins and recognizing incremental progress. Break larger tasks into smaller, achievable steps and celebrate each completed milestone. Shift your attention from the ultimate outcome to the process itself, appreciating the effort you're putting in along the way. When you shift the focus to what you've accomplished, no matter how small, it provides the encouragement needed to keep moving forward. Progress, no matter the pace, is still progress, and recognizing it can reignite the motivation to keep striving. Both perfectionism and burnout are deeply rooted obstacles that require deliberate and practical approaches to overcome. Addressing perfectionism involves shifting your mindset to focus on steady progress rather than unattainable ideals. Start by defining what done means for a task, prioritizing completion over excessive refinement. Create a checklist for your work to stay focused on essential elements, ensuring you don't overanalyze or spend unnecessary time on minor details. Acknowledging when the task is good enough can help you release the pressure of perfection and regain motivation. Burnout, on the other hand, requires addressing both physical and mental exhaustion. Begin by assessing your workload and removing non-essential tasks. Delegate responsibilities where possible and schedule time for activities that energize you. Incorporate restorative habits such as regular exercise, mindfulness practices, or hobbies that bring joy. By recognizing the limits of your energy and focusing on recovery, you create the conditions needed for sustainable motivation. Balance and moderation are essential to prevent these obstacles from recurring. Understanding the causes and effects of perfectionism and burnout is the first step toward minimizing their impact. Awareness allows you to identify the signs early, giving you the opportunity to act before these obstacles take hold. By building habits that prioritize progress and self-care, you set the foundation for consistent motivation. Reflect regularly on what is working and adjust your approach as needed. Motivation is not a fixed state, but a dynamic process influenced by how you manage these challenges. When you take proactive steps to address perfectionism and burnout, you not only maintain motivation, but also enhance your capacity to achieve your goals. Letting go of perfection and creating space for rest ensures that your efforts remain sustainable and effective over time. These practices are not only solutions to immediate challenges, but also essential components of a productive and balanced life. Motivation is not something you either have or don't have. It's something you can cultivate. By understanding and addressing the obstacles that stand in your way. By recognizing these 6 barriers, lack of clear goals, fear of failure, perfectionism, burnout, negative self-talk, and a lack of progress, you can take meaningful steps toward regaining your drive and achieving your goals. Remember, small changes can lead to big results, and consistent effort will always move you forward. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inspire and guide you on your journey. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.